All right, so the WHL Championship final has moved to Portland, and we're just moments away from Game 3 now.
Yeah, the Oil Kings are breaking new ground, and it's not exactly a comfortable situation. 2 games into the WHL final, and Edmonton is tied 1-1 in a series for the first time in their playoff run. Darcy Seaton is in Portland for Game 3. Here he is from the Rose Garden.
It is a gorgeous spring day here in Portland as we get set for Game 3 of the WHL final. The series knotted at 1 following a split in Edmonton, and Game 3 will be the first time the Oil Kings will play here at the Rose Garden Arena this season. Now, following that Game 2 loss in Edmonton, Oil Kings head coach Derek Laxdal addressed the fact that his team was far too undisciplined, and he said they got caught up in all the chirping between the benches, eventually losing focus. So you can expect the Oil Kings to be much more disciplined in Game 3.
We want to make sure that we can control our emotions and focus on our game plan. And, you know, I thought Caruth was outstanding the other night. And if we put a little bit of extra effort in shooting pucks, we'll be successful.
It's an emotional series, and we let the chirping get a little better of us. So we'll be in more control tonight, and things I think will work out just fine.
Laxdal also noted his team's high number of turnovers in Game 2.
We got to make sure we limit our turnovers, and we've got to get some speed going through the neutral zone. I thought our forwards weren't moving their feet the other night, and we got to utilize some of our, to our advantage. And if we do that, we'll be successful.
Well, we saw defenseman Ryan Deck talking about the Oil Kings keeping their emotions in check. Deck will get his first taste of playoff hockey this postseason as he draws into the lineup. Ashton Sautner is expected to sit this one out. As for the Winterhawks, playoff leading scorer Ty Ratty could be good to go. He sat out Game 2 after crashing heavily into the boards in Game 1.
Skated hard this morning, and our trainer will evaluate him over the next couple hours to see how he reacted to that skate.
And we contacted the Winterhawks late this afternoon to confirm if or if not Ty Ratty would be in the Winterhawks lineup. They would neither confirm nor deny, but you have to guess, considering he skated for 25 minutes and skated hard for that matter. Ty Ratty, the playoff leading scorer, could be in the lineup for Game 3 tonight.
The game starts at 7. We'll have full highlights and post-game reaction from Darcy Seaton at 11:30. The Oil Kings aren't the only local team in the midst of a playoff run. After what can only be described as a lackluster season for the Edmonton Rush, the team is coming off a major upset and making a run at the best possible time.
Pass goes into the right corner for Sean Williams. He'll move towards the middle of the floor. Left side of the crease, jump shot, score. Ryan Ward takes a beautiful pass.
Ward led the Rush with 5 goals and 6 assists as Edmonton defeated the top dog Roughnecks 19-11. Calgary had their number prior to this game, having beaten the Rush 8 consecutive times over the last 2 regular seasons.
We ran the floor really hard, and that was one thing we challenged our guys on this week was we've out-transitioned every team we play in this league except this one.
Whatever they did worked. The Rush went on a scoring spree in the first quarter with 6 goals. It's only their second playoff win in team history, and both came in the Battle of Alberta. They move into Minnesota next Saturday for the West Final. Over to NHL playoffs, Blues and Kings. LA looking for their first sweep in franchise history and their first trip to the conference finals since Gretzky played there. First period, Jordan Nolan picks up the loose puck, beats Brian Elliott, 1-0 Kings still in the first. Kevin Shattenkirk's slapper rips it past Jonathan Quick while the Kings change lines. It's a tie game. Late first, Anze Kopitar to Dustin Brown. He wrists one high glove on Elliott. It's his 5th of the playoffs. Kings in the lead. No scoring into the second. In the third, Quick gets lucky with a crossbar, and the Blues are getting frustrated. Kopitar leveled by Shattenkirk, 10 to play. Quick gets really lucky now, and Kopitar saves the goal. Still 2-1. With that, the Kings become the only team to eliminate the 1 and 2 seeds in the same year. The Devils can take a 3-1 series lead with a win against Philly tonight. We're a third of the way through, and they're all square. We'll have full highlights at 11:30. It's been a brutal spring for FC Edmonton. The soccer squad is off to a terrible start. The only blessing is that they have company. They're one of 3 winless teams, including the Carolina Railhawks, who the Eddies hosted today down at Clark. No scoring until the second half. Midfielder Sean Seiko lets it rip from 30 yards out. Unbelievable strike, 1-0 FC Edmonton. A few minutes later, Seiko curls in a shot inside the far post. And no chance for the keeper. Seiko's second makes it 2-0. Railhawks are reeling. Matt Lamb makes a run but gets cut down inside the 18-yard line. The ref points to the spot. Penalty kick is awarded. Sean Seiko gets the honors, completely fools the keeper, had him going the wrong way. And it's a hat trick for the local boy as the Eddies pick up their first win of the season, 3-0 the final.
First career hat trick, professional, so it obviously felt good, but like I've said before, we're just happy we got 3 points today. I think I know we're early in the season still, but we need to win games and trying to jump up the standings, and today was a step in the right direction.
The Edmonton Energy suffered their first loss of the season last night to the New Jersey G-Force. They went on a 7-0 run in the final minute but needed 2 more for the win. They lost 89-88 and now hold a 3-1 season record. Next home game is against the Salem Soldiers at the end of the month. Well, they needed extra holes at this week's PGA stop, the Wells Fargo Championship in North Carolina. Rory McIlroy, the Orange Creamsicle, Ricky Fowler, and D.A. Points drawing names to see who tees off first. Points gets honors on the par 4 18th, sudden death. Shot goes down the waterline, but it lands safely on the short grass. All 3 sitting pretty after the tee shot. Points' approach shot goes long and just into the fringe. Here's Fowler. Just a beautiful shot. Now McIlroy. His tee shot was the longest at 339 yards, and he only used a 3-wood. Hangs it out to the right. Not the best shot from Rory. Points and McIlroy are in for par. Fowler for birdie, and he nails it. It's his first PGA Tour victory. And finally, it's time for an Olympic alert. Canada's best divers making a splash in Montreal. Jennifer Abel and Emily Haymans won gold in the 3-meter synchro event at the Canada Cup Diving Grand Prix in Montreal. They recorded their best score in international competition this year. And Alexander Despatie won silver in the men's 3-meter springboard. The 2-time Olympic silver medalist missed his attempt at the difficult front 4.5, which dropped him out of first.
Olympic Alert brought to you by McDonald's, official restaurant of the London 2012 Olympic Games.
The divers gained valuable qualifying points before the Canadian Olympic trials at the end of May.
Great. It's nice to see their progress. Thanks, Meg. We'll be right back.